Welcome to Eat, Sleep, Nerd, a podcast where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. Comic books, video games, movies, TV shows, and anything else that gets geeks more worked up than, well, a nerd on a podcast.
What's up, and welcome to episode number 67. I am your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and in this episode, we are having a Nerd-rospective. We look back at the past year and a half of the Eat, Sleep, Nerd podcast. We welcome some new friends to the show, and we look forward to what's next in our channel. Joining me, as always, is my nerdy brother, Josh Winter, and our geeky friends, Jason Summer in person.
Hey!
Right. Who are you? Christian James. I said your name first, last name backwards.
James Christian.
Christian James.
Don't pout.
Nick Murphy. And Britt's down there in the little box. We have changed people that are in the box.
Right.
Usually Jason's in the box.
Yeah.
It's a box swap.
Yeah. And the times that I have been here, there's not been anyone to be in the box. So this is the first time I've worked with somebody in the box.
This is Jason's first box experience.
Right.
How's the box?
How's the box?
How's the box?
It's nice. It's nice.
Nice and cozy.
I'm not sold.
I'm in a box too, so it's fine.
Has some good square footage.
Ah.
That was actually funny.
Yeah, right.
That was good.
I don't want to laugh at that.
So this is a weird episode to have this retrospective on. It's number 67 of all numbers.
And that's a nice round number.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping we would make it to 75 before having this conversation, but it's whatever. So this is a special episode. We have no agenda, but it's because we just had a creative meeting to talk about the future of this channel going forward last night. So we're recording this hot off the heels of having some big ideas for what's happening next. But the first idea that we had is to welcome some brand new hosts to this channel permanently. So Britt and Nick, you are going to be here forever and ever and ever. Amen.
Wait,
Right.
Permanent?
One of us.
Permanently. Yes. One of us.
Permanent?
Yes.
Permanent.
Yes.
Like business cards and everything.
Right.
You guys are getting an email address. It's
Right.
gonna be
I
awesome.
thought it was like a couple weeks.
No. This is now. We don't slow down on these things.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So welcome to the team.
Yeah.
Welcome to the nerds. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Added opinions. Yeah.
And they're all right, even if they're wrong.
Yay!
The comment says so.
Right. Oh God.
I mean,
At least they were nice about it this time.
Kirk knew about his son. Okay?
He did know. Okay. All right. Okay. So I didn't go far enough back in the script, apparently.
do your
And
research.
I did wrong research. I did research. It was just wrong. So anyway,
That is the exact reason the internet exists, though.
right.
They are there to call you out.
Somebody said if you ever need to know the answer to something, ask the question and then get somebody to respond incorrectly to it, and then everybody will fix it.
We'll tell
Yes,
you what's wrong.
yes.
Yep. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good point.
Mhm.
the internet is really effective.
Yes.
Well, Nick, Britt, we're very happy to have you. You guys were bringing all
thank
sorts
you.
of ideas to the table last night when we talked. So this is going to be fun. We're so excited. Our little family's growing.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
It literally cannot grow anymore, though.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's no more room at the table.
Yeah.
I mean,
There literally is
yeah.
no more space at the
Right.
table.
Like if
I mean-
Brittany were here, it would be a dire
I'd probably
situation.
be in the closet.
Back
to the
have
closet,
to
huh?
like take over your living room.
Closet?
What?
Yeah, we'd have to take over the living room
Yeah.
after that.
Probably. Yeah. So
We would actually get to sit back, though.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry that you're so freaking tall.
I'm sorry. I'm 6'3", by the way, for everyone out there.
Mm.
1 inch taller than Batman.
Is that true?
Which
Yep.
Batman?
Ooh.
Like
No,
officially?
like comic book Batman. Is
Oh, okay.
6'2".
Oh.
Who's
You'd
the
be Batman.
tallest superhero? Sorry.
Like, are
Not
we talking
like
like
the
human? Like, are we talking human superhero?
Yeah,
like humanoid?
Yeah, human-like.
Ooh.
I mean, are we talking like Ant-Man when he's...
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
is like,
That-
is,
like
is
normal
Giant Man
normal
count?
At like normal.
At-
in
I was
their
gonna say
regular
Galactus.
state.
We're talking.
Yeah,
Galacticus?
Are we limited to just Marvel? Or
No, man. Batman's not Marvel. Hello, nerd. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's
Shutdown.
This is why
the
I'm here.
reason.
Slam.
I have no idea.
So, Brittany, you've done, I think,
It's probably worth a Google.
all of the cosplaying in amongst this group here, because I don't think anybody's done cosplaying here.
Josh?
Yeah,
Oh, Josh,
Just say
okay.
hurtful.
I'm sorry.
I was literally building an Iron Man suit when I met you.
I didn't know that though.
That's fun.
Okay. Anyway, what? So,
Shots fired.
it's all right. He missed.
Slam.
I said across her bow, not up it. Across her nose. That's what it was. Anyway.
Sounded inappropriate.
Yeah, no. It was Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So when you were researching your characters to cosplay, did you look up any of these vital statistics and things like that on like what height they were, and did that influence any of your decisions for cosplaying? Like,
Yes and no.
Okay.
I
Explain.
did look up. I did look up measurements like chest, waist, hips, which in comic book is very standard across the board because that's just how women were drawn back then.
Mm-hmm.
I did look at height specifically for characters like Rogue and Raven. Supergirl is actually not the tallest.
Okay.
So I was fortunate in that. And Wonder Woman was the hardest one because she's Amazonian.
Yeah.
Right.
So
She would be
very
taller.
tall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Mama had to get like some heels. Like they were like this big. I'm not that graceful.
Wow. Okay.
But so yes and no. I mean, like I went for comfort, but I also, whenever it was something specifically just for a photo shoot, I would kind of go the extra mile, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But at
It does,
conventions,
yeah.
I want to be comfortable because I'm in costume for like 14 hours.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
Whoa, okay. That sounds like a long day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time.
it is a very long day.
Before we move on, I want to remind our viewers that if you're listening over on our podcast feed, you can go check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd to actually see us, our faces.
YouTube.
If you want to subject yourself to that, yes.
Yes.
/eatsleepnerd.com.
Some of us are okay on the eyes. So
Thank you.
with that in mind, once you get there, youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd, click that subscribe button.
Yes.
And you're
subscribe.
going to be happy that you did because we got some cool stuff coming out over these next couple of months. And it's not our
We really
usual
do.
stuff, which we'll get into in a second. Like we got some stuff you're not expecting.
Oh man, I wish I had
We
a.
got some
I had
solid
the-
ideas.
Wish I had the
Yes.
clip from American Dad where Roger's like, "Yeah, big stuff,
I almost loaded it down.
big stuff."
Yes. And it's not just going
Just
to be
do a
movie
cutaway.
reviews. It's not going
Right,
to be.
yes.
It's not just going to be TV reviews. It's
Nope.
going to be some.
Something completely different.
Yes, the next big thing.
If you like different stuff, we got it.
One of
Right.
them is where I shock everyone with the fact that I have not seen the thing that they have all seen.
Yeah, we just went through that.
How many Mission Impossibles you seen, Nick?
One,
Which one was it?
the first one,
And who's the
Okay.
main star in that? Do you know?
The Savior of Hollywood.
Tom Hanks.
Jason
Close enough.
hasn't
Wait,
seen Twister.
Yeah, that's bad.
Why?
I still use Twister as demo footage.
When that cow goes across that screen.
Oh, did we lose her?
We
wow.
did. Where did Brittany go?
Oh no,
She probably lost connection.
She said, "This is not for me."
And she's like, oh, you know what? I'm out.
she changed her mind.
Her connection was laggy a little bit.
That's what
Oh, no.
happens.
You know what though? I get it. I get it.
Oh, no. Okay. So we just have to move forward. Or do we?
We'll just see if she comes back.
Okay. So would we cut it?
We will power on. So,
Yeah.
yes, we got stuff going on. So when you get over to our channel, make sure you subscribe and then click some like buttons and leave some comments. The comments really help with our reach, the engagement and everything. So
Yeah.
I'll make sure we reply to everything.
I love the comments.
The algorithm.
Yeah. The negative stuff is usually targeted towards Jason. So.
Right. No, actually. No, please. By all means. No, seriously. We want people engaging with us. That's why we're doing this. Like we were a bunch of nerds just talking and we decided we would like to talk with everybody.
So Kirk knew
talk
he
with
had a
us.
son. That's what this stems from. Kirk was fully aware of his son.
This goes This goes
With a-
back
with a-
further
with a
to Dr.
grade A-
Mbenga.
Oh my God.
All right.
So we have a Star Trek Strange New World Season 2 reaction mini-series that we've been doing every week over on our channel. And every once in a while, when Jason's wrong about something, our viewers make sure to call him out on it.
Yeah.
Specifically Jason.
We love it.
And no, actually, it was shocked the first time.
Yeah.
But no, actually, we have embraced this.
Yeah.
If we're wrong about something,
Yeah.
feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
Nicely.
Please.
As nice as
Yeah.
possible.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
So, since we've brought it up, let's do the little nerd-rospective real quick. Let's start from the beginning. So So when we first started the show, we did just podcast. It was audio only. We didn't even have a YouTube channel.
That's right.
Shout out if you're still listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. If you're from day one,
Like
cool.
that's
Hi, Dad.
that's
Aw.
yeah, that's I don't even think he listens to the podcast though. I think he just does the video.
Well, that's the way to do it. So that's back before we even had Christian.
Yeah.
So
for me, what
it
did
was
you do
just-
before then?
BC.
Peace.
Sleep Nerd BC.
I love that.
The team was literally half the size.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
We have doubled.
We have.
True that.
That's one of those statistical statements that make things sound bigger than they are.
Yeah.
We have doubled our team size.
We have doubled our team size.
Right.
We've doubled our gender count.
Technically,
We're out of control.
Technically, we have doubled our salary from 0 to 0.
That's true.
It sounds irrational.
Yes.
Math joke. It's a math pun.
That was funny.
All the engineers will like that one.
Don't break
Yeah.
this dude.
I'm sorry.
No, so we've actually seen, we were just looking at numbers. We have seen consistent growth in our viewership and our listenership. So we thank you if you've been sticking around for us and you're a part of that growth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So how'd you guys feel back before it was Christian, back before it was Nick, back before it was Britt? Did you guys like that version better?
Wow, rude.
Do you miss those days of just us
Myself.
three?
It was less.
Yeah.
Right.
It was less.
It was less.
It was less.
It was less.
We had folding tables.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I mean it in every possible way. It was less.
Yeah.
So there's some good things. Like, it was less stressful.
Yeah.
We didn't worry so much about what we were going to do.
I didn't always feel like I had to have a shower or be dressed. So that's changed.
You just kind of wallow in your own filth. But it was also less cool things.
Right.
So, like, we didn't have the studio. We were literally on a folding table, and then a table made out of plywood, and then a table made out of plywood painted black.
Yep.
Like, it's some of the increases have been incremental. So no, that's the best way I could put it. It was less.
Most of the growth of this channel has happened in the studio space has happened in the past 4 months. Like 6 months ago, we were on folding tables. Actually, no. I guess we had the pseudo studio since December.
The studio, if you will.
Studio.
Studio.
I'm sorry.
You were killing them today. That's so good. That's so good.
So no, it's actually kind of weird to think how much we have grown in terms of production value and everything in the past year.
Which is why you should share.
Yeah.
Other people deserve to see this for
Yeah.
everything it is.
Like, we got these cameras April? March?
Yeah, it feels right.
Episode 50?
Yeah, it was like the right after our first video episode. It was like, well, this webcam's not going to.
Yeah, our very first
Webcam ain't cutting it.
our very first video podcast. We actually just had webcams. We were very confident in these webcams
Oh, we were stoked.
because they were 4K. They were great.
Except they weren't.
They were not.
Yeah.
They did not know how to white balance.
Yeah, they were for the trash.
But one of the indicators that we were moving in the right direction is when we went to the Huntsville Expo.
Yeah, that was pretty
Oh,
soon
for
after
sure.
that. Yeah.
Right. But we met one of our new hosts,
Who's that?
Brittany.
Oh.
Right.
Hi, Britt.
Yeah. And it was not
Nick was not there.
I was not.
Right.
was
I was
not
barely there.
Right, yeah. But we met Brittany there at the expo. You were doing your cosplay, but we were already on our way to seeming like a respectable podcast channel, which
The illusion was there.
Right. So I'm hoping that's part of what made it attractive to you, Brittany, to join us.
Yeah.
Is that we seemed like a reputable and like we had potential.
I don't know if you go back and watch our compilation
Yeah.
video from that con. Did we really come across as capable and
That was all editing, first of all.
Yeah, but then again, like
That-
we all were editing that video.
Yeah. Just so you know, there were people very, very close to me in my life who watched that video and they're like, "Are you okay? Like, do they respect you at the channel?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" They're like, "That seemed rather pointed." And I'm like, "It's cool. It's fine."
I'll put it to you this way. That was the best version that we could have possibly gotten out of that footage.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
if you haven't seen it yet, I'll make sure to link
That
to
was
it
the
in
peak.
in the description.
So I am looking at it as a wonderful
Yeah.
first draft
Yeah.
of what we are capable of. It was like every preseason game that's just an absolute dumpster fire.
Thank you.
Sports.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
preseason.
Yes.
Oh.
Sports ball.
Who's going to throw the football ball? I stole that from Fraser. That is not mine.
I like what is that? Someone hand me a tennis bat. Someone hand me a tennis bat. Yeah.
It's like watching a football game. What inning are we in? Anyway. Okay.
So yeah, at that con, we obviously met Britt.
And a little guy named Brent Spiner.
Yeah, I was going to say we actually
yeah.
got to talk to some celebrities and actually interview them.
Mick Foley.
Yeah. Boy didn't get interviewed.
Yeah, that was random. We didn't know he was going to be there.
Yeah, I just turned to my left. I was like, oh, hey. There he is.
One of my wrestling heroes. Yeah.
I hear that's how most interactions with Mick Foley go.
Yeah,
It's just,
pretty much.
hey, are you? Yeah, you are. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
he looks like a caveman in 2023.
Wow.
He looked like a caveman in the 90s, too.
Also, I mean, nowadays, he has like half a ear.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's right.
That usually, people will mistake him. Because they don't notice the ear.
I'm still riding the high of talking with Omid Abtahi.
Yeah.
That was a cool dude.
Our
He
boy.
was such a cool guy.
Hey, Christian, grab that thing right there.
Yeah. He plays Dr. Pershing in the Mandalorian series.
Yeah.
Just the coolest dude.
Yeah.
And talked to us for a while.
Yeah. Like he talked to us the first day.
Like
we
quit
came
what
back,
he was doing.
totally engaged.
Yeah.
And then when we came back later, we're like, hey, would you mind doing a podcast interview? He was like, absolutely. And he was totally chill with it. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So that was, I think I had so many great experiences there, but that one was my favorite with the celebrities.
Yeah, I definitely would have brought up his episode. Just been like, hey, man, the whole middle of that, let's not do that.
Wow.
Let's not do that anymore.
Jeez. I don't think he got to say whether or not. I think he just kind of does what he's told.
Yeah. Or we just go back and it's gonna be like, hey, just talk to them next time.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Wow.
Okay.
So then.
Yeah.
Then we
No,
have-
that was a big turning
It's
point.
a turning
though.
point.
Yeah.
That was a moment of a glimmer of legitimacy.
Yeah.
A glint, if you will.
No.
No?
I will
No.
not.
Glint.
So that's the kind of thing that we were wanting to continue as just being a unit, but now a bigger unit, 6 people.
Okay, so Noah's going to make a unit joke.
That's why I talked right through it.
Okay. I was like, someone
I left a space for it in case anyone wanted to.
I talked right through it. Keep going.
So yeah, we talked about doing some more cons shortly after that because we had so much fun. Obviously, that didn't happen because the summer sucked. But
in a lot of ways,
Yes.
this summer sucked.
So then we were like, wow, let's amp this up a little bit. So we actually custom built some tables. We
I'm quite proud of my table. Actually,
slightly not square, but it's whatever.
You'd never know that if you didn't say it out loud.
I didn't know it.
I was unawares.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There's actually 3 pieces.
Again, reminder, these two are brothers. So what?
It's all love.
Right.
And then Nick just showed up one day.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not.
Found him in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That is not at all what happened.
Okay. So
But okay.
So
What
what
happened?
happened was
How did you get your spot on Eat Sleep Nerd?
Right.
So I was sucked. So I literally practiced on the couch all summer one year. Just
so.
and I finally got
He
it.
tried so hard that it landed him here on
Yeah.
this show.
I thought you were, like, I
that was
practiced
it.
all summer for my interview with ESN.
So the Indiana Jones movie was coming out, and I wanted to see it, I guess, just for closure. And I texted Josh. We have been friends for forever, but
20 years.
we kind of went
Hey,
off and did our own
Hey,
thing. And
get close to that mic.
oh, I thought I was.
No, you got it.
No, you really got to be like,
Yeah,
Oh.
up in it.
Yeah.
Eat the mic while you're talking.
it's not a COVID friendly position.
I'll start over. My apologies.
Think NPR.
Yeah, you really just kind of
can't-
whisper talking.
NPR is so
into it
boring.
right here.
I like NPR.
Well,
You
I mean,
would.
it's
Hey.
You
All right.
like-
Anyway, keep telling your story, Nick.
You're
Sorry.
NPR's exact audience.
so.
Get out.
Anyway, me and Josh have been friends for a long time, since middle school.
Yep.
This goes on forever. Just keep talking.
It really does. It's like a minute-long clip. I don't know why it's that
Are
long.
they laughing or just clapping?
I mean, it was like a.
It's like
It's called clapping, but it starts with like whooping.
they're like
So, I don't know.
It's
It's
poorly,
poorly-
raucous.
Whooping belch?
Poorly, it's poorly labeled.
So you met in middle school.
So we met in middle school, band, clarinet player. I was trumpet player. And then we just became friends. I actually stole you from another friend. Do you remember that?
Who was
You were
my friend
friends
before
with,
this?
Justin, what's his butt? I don't remember his last
That
name.
poor kid.
I've
You were friends with him.
clearly you were the better friend. I
Yeah,
don't remember
right.
Justin at all. I feel
You're
so
friends with
bad.
Very unfortunate.
That poor guy.
And then I don't know, we just gravitated towards each other. So we became friends, and we're friends all through high school and did many nerdy things.
No, but for real though, who's Justin?
I don't remember his last name at all.
What did he play?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm 90% certain you made up Justin.
I don't. I'll look on Facebook later.
Okay,
So
We call that stalking.
what happened? Oh, then we went to college.
same college.
After that, yeah, same college. And then we kind of just drifted apart a little bit. Like you went and did your thing, I went and did my thing, and
Yeah, it was a post-graduation thing.
yeah.
Well, post my graduation. Your
I
education
keep it going?
continued
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
so much longer than mine.
So
Not in a bad way. You just kept
No,
going.
it's
I
fine.
didn't.
more student debt. So then we kind of I found out you worked at the place, and then I was like, hey, I'll go there, and then we started talking and hanging out again.
Yes.
And then I texted you about Indiana Jones, and I said, are you going to see that? I had no idea I had a podcast at all.
Of course I know.
Oh,
it was here.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for
No
keeping
idea.
up with us. It's fun.
So then you said that you're going to go see it, and I
Yeah.
said, okay. You said we. I was like, who is we? I'm not going.
People.
I gotta
Yeah.
know.
Groups.
I gotta know who's. So then we went, and Corey was there.
Literally in the parking lot after the movie, I was like, "Hey, want to come record a podcast with us?"
That's
Okay, so I would like to point out that the first thing I said was we found him in a parking lot.
It was literally a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So-
either way, that's
Yep.
what happened. And then I was here, and they won't let me leave.
Yep.
Solid
So-
story.
All right. Do you like staying?
Take it or leave it.
Mostly.
Okay, so that's Stockholm syndrome. So,
It's okay.
And now we're here. So,
It's okay.
after
this
all
episode
this
is from
time-
the heart.
Yes, that is what that is. Oh, thank you for putting that back.
Oh yeah.
So now,
Omid, hello, if you're out there. Hello, Omid. Yes, hey.
I like to think he's still listening.
Yes.
that'd be
He seemed
nice.
like a cool guy,
Yeah.
so he would.
Yes. So now that we're here, we are caught up. Let's talk about the future of this channel, not just this show. The entire channel.
Get it? Squidward? Get it?
Yes,
Squidward?
I got it.
SpongeBob.
I watched that
No,
a lot.
Never saw that.
I've never seen SpongeBob.
Wow.
Well, Jason, it's because you're 100.
Yeah, that was kind of after your time.
Also, SpongeBob's been around since the 90s.
Yeah.
1999.
Like the same as South Park.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm going to say the target audience was different.
That's
There-
very
there you
fair.
go.
That's very
There,
fair.
yeah.
All right.
There's-
Sorry.
So,
Go ahead, Corey.
anyway.
I'm sorry.
so we had that big old creative meeting last night mostly because we were getting a little burned out this summer, honestly, because we had this whole grand plan this summer to just churn out some content. And I knew going into it, this is probably too much because I'm all aware of burnout and stuff. But
Mm.
I was like, man, there's a lot happening this summer, and we
Mm.
want to talk about all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So not only were we still doing our Tuesday episodes talking about the current events and stuff, we also had a bunch of movies coming out this summer that we were going
Right.
to talk about.
Yeah.
So
Talked
many.
about most of them.
We did.
So between May and today, we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We talked about the
Third
Flash,
one.
Across
Flash.
the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop.
Indiana Jones 5. We talked about Barbie, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible. I think I'm missing one. So there's been a lot. There's been
Yeah.
a lot. But also at the same time,
Indiana
we've been
Jones.
doing Indiana. I think I said that. But yes, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But then we've also been doing weekly reaction videos for the new episodes of Marvel's Secret Invasion and Star Trek: Strange New Worlds almost every single week. So it's been a bit. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
It sucked.
Yeah. That was a thing that we did, yes.
It was terrible.
Josh just stopped showing up.
That's not exactly
So
what
I'll
happened.
be in my
but-
trailer.
but it was a lot. It was a lot.
And actually, you still have one more Star Trek episode. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
so with all that in mind, we're like, okay, we're having fun, but something's got to change
Mm.
because we're kind of losing that creative joy.
Mhm.
But we also want to keep doing this, so we got to change something up a little bit.
We had to refine our happiness.
We had to-
We had to recenter.
Recenter.
And it felt like a good time because not only was this hectic summer coming to an end, we got 2 new people to help us with this creative vision going forward.
If you will.
I will not. So let's talk about what we have planned. And I don't want to give away too many trade secrets because I don't want people to steal our ideas.
Trade secrets is bold. It's a bold term.
Hey, you know what? By the time we're done, they will be
Secrets.
Yes. So, but I think it's okay to talk about most of it out in the open. So let's talk about this podcast. How is this podcast changing going forward? And I don't want to be the only one talking. So how do you guys see this podcast changing going forward? We're still doing it. It's still going to be happening every Tuesday. But I think we're kind of putting an end to the current events discussions for the moment.
Yeah. First off, everything just sucks all the time. So
And it's always hot.
and it's just always hot.
Right.
And so the idea is to go back to the original conceptual.
Yeah.
What's the word?
concept. Of
Yeah,
our
that's
channel.
I guess I could just use the noun form of conceptual. Which was to be about nerds talking about nerdy things.
Right.
Which was literally like the mission statement when we were smoking cigars and I said, "Hey, I want to do a podcast." So we kind of evolved subtly into a newscast just about nerdy crap, but it just kind of left it left the actual discussion out a lot of the time. And so I think this podcast moving forward will be a little bit less shotgunny and more, here's what we're talking about today. And then we actually discuss it.
Yeah.
Instead of, here's a rundown of the nerdy crap that we saw on Twitter today. Excuse me. X gonna give it to you.
I mean, I'll talk about the past. So it was Twitter.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like it has been literally forever before things changed.
Anyway.
There's always change.
So
Yeah. Anyway, but no, it's to bring the talking part back to the actual discussion part. I want people to be equally joyed and offended by the different opinions.
Yeah, because I feel like we went through multiple weeks and weeks and weeks talking about, hey, we're bringing back peak geek debate, and never happened.
Our geek never peaked again.
Nope, couldn't peak that geek.
we're still waiting for part 3 of the Peak Geek debates.
Yeah,
It's coming eventually.
It's coming.
it's going to be a hell of a segment when it gets here.
The
But-
third one.
But speaking of that,
Jesus Christ.
sorry,
That was really loud.
sorry, the spirit hit me. But
I just saw Twister.
that was the gist. No,
Bro.
but for the channel in general, as much as we love the podcast part, the longer we talked about what we enjoy and the things that we actually geek out about, we realized that as much fun as talking about them would be, it would be a heck of a lot more fun to do it and film it.
Yeah.
And let the internet watch.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest goal for the channel moving forward is to get us out from behind the desk, even though it is a lovely desk.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the podcast, most of it will still obviously be behind the desk with these podcast mics. It'll be discussion
Right.
stuff. But it's going to be essentially single topic episodes where we're talking about just a single thing for the duration of the episode. And to the delight of some of our critics, Dad, the episodes will be shorter, ideally going forward. So maybe 45 minutes. So,
Or less.
Or less.
Or
depending
less.
yeah.
We did it for you. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Dad.
69.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dad.
birthday.
Dad.
69. Yeah.
Solid birthday.
Birth.
You did it.
Oh, I should have. Dad actually gave us some decor for this studio. I did not get to bring
Oh.
in here.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad son.
What did he give you?
Yeah, he gave us a replica Oscar
Cool.
statue
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait, finish. Go ahead.
and a
Is he waiting or not?
model train thing.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. So he gave you a gift on his birthday?
Ooh.
He's been talking about it for months.
That's what a day to give you a gift, though.
So
On his birthday.
let's
Like-
be perfectly honest here. That is an old guy clearing out his house.
Yeah,
that is what happened.
Yeah, that's usually why I don't go to my parents' house. They're like, "Hey, here's stuff that you own." I'm like, "No, I don't. You own it.
Wasn't this yours? Wasn't this yours?
You bought it for me, so it's owned by you."
The power went out today, so I went over to my parents' house, and my mom gave me this stack of mail that just keeps going to her house.
And it's all junk.
Change your address.
And it's all
sorry.
junk. You don't want any of that.
Nope.
100%.
Never.
Yeah, 100%.
I can see my mom being that exact same way to me. It's like, take care of your own stuff.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, son.
I'm sorry. It's all like union stuff. I don't even read it.
Oh. Can we talk about that on this channel?
So
we're going to organize. Okay.
So another thing about the podcast is that now that we have some numbers, we're going to embrace the power in numbers aspect of this, where there will be some weeks where we don't have all of us present, but people will come and go. So it'll just be, how schedules align. Obviously, trying to work around 6 different schedules is not always going to happen. So there will be some times where maybe there's only 4 of us, maybe only 3. But ideally, all 6 of us will be here having some nerdy discussions. So
Every once in a while, it will just be Corey in a dark room talking directly into the camera.
Dude, I could do that.
Which is pretty standard for his Friday nights anyway.
Yep.
Boy, howdy. Wow. Wow.
Called out.
I got spicy out of nowhere.
It's not just Fridays.
Oh.
So, not to give too big of a peek behind the curtains, but just looking at some of the ideas we were throwing around for things we want to talk about on this podcast.
What is happening?
I had to use my bifocals to
So for our audio listeners,
So
Jason's losing his mind.
so I'm blind in my left eye. Like I can't see over here. And Jason's on my left, so I just see like a shadow shift. And I look over and he's like
in you.
in my bubble.
This is why Jason records from Iowa.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand personal space. So looking at some of these topic ideas.
I do. I just
for episodes
ignore
going
it.
forward. Just a couple of them. So we actually do want to revisit the idea of doing a full-length episode talking about the Winter Guard international activity, both the color guard and percussion aspects of it, just what the activity actually is and how we're involved in it and how we just geek out about it.
I'll be the outsider asking questions for everybody.
And we got answers.
Right.
We want to do some throwback movie casts where we talk about the movies that shaped pop culture throughout time. We want to talk about some underrated stuff. So underrated sci-fi movies, underrated fantasy movies, underrated, etc. We want to do, this is a weird one, the best movies to do drinking games to. That was Jason's idea. I mean,
Jason's idea. Right.
There's another letter in there.
Yeah. And an apostrophe as well.
Hashtag grammar.
Yeah.
He's broken.
I'm just
What's in that?
right.
Oh, God.
I promise it's water.
Very chaotic.
A fun one that we're looking forward to, I think, is our first nerdy moments. The moments that defined us and turned us into lifelong nerds.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a special episode, I think. So a bunch of cool stuff. A bunch of ideas that we are looking forward to actually recording in this podcast setting. So just discussions, just maybe debates, maybe just
Some violent.
wow.
That'd be fun.
Violent discourse.
Give the people what they want.
Wow.
Blood for the blood god.
All right. So outside of the podcast,
I got
Fun
dark.
setting, sorry.
outside of the podcast,
Very dark.
and by this I mean stuff that's not going to be behind this table necessarily, stuff that's not going to be using these microphones, stuff that's not going to be using these headphones,
We're going to use other microphones.
stuff that will be outside of this room.
There might not
Like-
be any headphones.
Like outside.
Like the living room. Sorry.
Let's be clear. We're not going outside. No one's going outside.
Nerdy cooking show.
There's
Idea. Write
Oh,
it
there
down.
you go.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
yeah. Add it to the
Right.
list. Add it to the
Adding
list.
it to the list.
Put it in your little composition notebook.
Some content outside of this podcast. What do we even mean by that?
Well,
I mean, we've said
how much do you want us to talk
times.
about? Because you tell us we want to not.
Whatever feels right.
We're taking on some new
Okay.
challenges.
So a couple of ones that
That was good.
would be just an idea that would be hard to steal. So just to give you a glimpse of some stuff we're looking at doing. Paranormal investigations. Obviously, Brett has a huge background in that. We're very excited to embrace that idea. So
haven't decided if I'm going yet.
We
I ain't going to North Dakota.
I'm going to end up possessed.
That'd be great content.
That would.
Yeah,
I am very excited about this.
it should. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I am
Stuff
very
like
excited about
yeah.
this. We're going to do it the way you should. Multiple cameras, all of the paranormal tools you could want and desire.
Jeez.
Another one that I won't give the name away because we're kind of excited about the name of it. But essentially a documentary series,
A documentary?
a tutorial series where we're doing quick tutorials on different nerdy topics.
Yes.
So maybe Warhammer, Legos. I don't know what else we talked about. Star Trek.
Space travel.
Everything.
Yes.
NASA.
Yeah.
The stars.
So there's quick fire videos
Black holes.
that kind of are like a quick
Crash
summation of what these pop culture things are.
Right.
Nerd culture.
Nerd culture.
Yes.
So there's that. Nick wants to teach a bunch of nerds how to play sports. Sports ball.
Sport ball.
That'll be like an October thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to get. It's hot.
So hot.
Yeah, in October when it gets down into the lower 90s finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hoodie weather.
Hoodies.
Man, there are some really excited ones I want to talk about, but I don't want to give too much away. So
I agree with you on that. Yeah, no.
Some tabletop stuff.
Tabletop stuff. We actually found a local, as in like right around the corner.
We could walk there.
Yeah, Warhammer,
like in October.
Warhammer
Not
shop
right now.
and studio and cafe. And they have this awesome tabletop room with a bunch of landscaping and
What were they cooking today that smelled so good?
So good. I don't know.
Like I haven't cafe'd at the cafe yet. I haven't done that part yet.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it made me want to.
If there's food
Yeah.
involved, I mean.
Initially, it smelled like pizza, like a type
I
of pizza.
think it was pizza.
Right.
Like he made a pizza, but it wasn't cooking when we smelled what was cooking.
This is finally the eat part of Eat Sleep Nerd.
Wow, yeah, that took us a second.
Yeah, wow.
We were doing this for like
got
a year.
That's the cooking show.
Yeah. Boom.
That's the cooking show.
We're now calling this to culinary. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you for giving off on that.
It's just water, y'all.
Just know that I can close that thing on you at any point.
Yes.
It's a different one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Really says you suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know they screamed that you suck. That's awesome.
She's very upset.
So yes, when we actually start playing Warhammer games, we actually do want to go on location to this awesome location store. A couple other things. I keep talking about my Lego vlogs. I've actually recorded my first one. I just got to do with some post on it. So that'll actually probably be up pretty soon.
He wasn't wearing pants. The post is to CG on some pants.
We do actually want to start interviewing some other nerds that we find around town.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for that.
Which, for those who don't know, we live in a heck of a town to be a nerd.
Heck.
Yeah.
We live in Rocket City, USA.
Yeah.
We build all the things that go boom for America.
Sometimes harder than they should.
Yeah, sometimes harder than they should. But I mean, it's nothing but engineers.
Yep.
Nothing but, I mean,
A surprising
nerds. Like it's
amount
nerds.
of Warhammer shops I was not aware of until you.
Yeah, because we like nerdy stuff.
Like
I don't know how else to put
multiple.
this.
Yeah, and something that I don't know, maybe our audience is not aware of because we're just cheerful people here on camera. We're pretty introverted. Most of us are. So putting us out there to actually go talk to just random people, kind of hard. But man, we want to do it for this channel.
It's gonna be worth it.
Jason actually tried to get me to do it today. Couldn't do it.
You can't just tell me to go talk to someone.
No. He's like, hey,
I need like 3 or 4 days to build up to it.
And I get into I'm like, okay, I'm like roles in my head. So in a social role, I am completely introverted. I clam up. But if you put me in a role of like in business or put me in a role of as Eat Sleep Nerd, that is like the capacity in which my mind is functioning at that time. And that's how I'm approaching things. So when I'm out talking Eat Sleep Nerd stuff, I'm like, hey, yeah, oh man, this Warhammer stuff's really cool. Oh, by the way, one of our guys just starting Warhammer, 40K, and maybe you guys should talk about it real quick. Or other guys talking Legos. Ah, yeah, we got a Lego guy here. We should, have him talk to you. No, I'm not going to go talk to him right now. No.
I just went in to buy some paint. Man.
Yeah.
But no. So, I mean, I get it. It is hard to make that initial connection. It is, it's very hard. I get it.
So like I feel like I'm not as introverted. Like I don't mind talking to people because I talk to children all day.
Yeah.
But like
He's a teacher.
I don't know-
yes.
Oh,
He's a
yes.
teacher.
Jesus.
He's a teacher.
Sorry.
Point of order.
Sorry.
He's a
So-
teacher.
So sorry. What I'm saying though, I don't feel it like that.
Sometimes I just stop on the street and talk to him.
No, I
don't.
don't because I do not like them.
Hey, young child.
Well,
They smell bad and they're dumb.
Hello,
Wow.
fellow youth.
All of our
They are.
children that are watching.
Sorry. No, not
You're not
y'all.
watching
Y'all are
this.
great, but mine,
The others.
mine are.
The
But
other
like
ones.
I don't mind talking to people, but like I don't know as much as y'all do of the culture.
okay.
So like I need to learn. I need to learn.
Yeah, Nick is kind of an imposter in many ways.
That's-
Wow.
Strong word
Wow.
use.
Hey, Nick, if you wanted to leave right now, I would get out of your way. Because I don't want to get hurt.
Do you want me to play the
No.
"you suck" thing?
Wow.
Yes.
To
Go
Corey.
ahead.
Wow. She was front row.
That
Nick
Yeah.
gave me a look.
You wanted to make sure you understood. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I guess I'll expand on my experience.
Yes, please.
Yeah, since being a wedding photographer, you meet different people every weekend, and that includes their families, and that includes many of personalities. So being introverted
them.
is not the thing to be.
no, I imagine not. No.
So having to make up a new conversation every weekend is exhausting, but I can do it.
So why don't you put the channel out there for us?
I mean, I could.
There you go.
Hey, I know this is the happiest day of
Hey.
your life.
That's
You
your
should
role.
watch my YouTube channel
Yeah.
if you really want to put a cap on this day.
Dude, they passed out
You want
the
something to
cards.
do during your honeymoon? Then
You're not going to be busy here.
Plane right over to
Ecuador.
Tulum?
Yeah. We all said it different ways.
I was like, what part of the world did we just cross over 4 times?
I don't know how Tulum popped in my head.
Tulum. Where is that?
I said
Is
Ecuador.
that
I
Mexico?
said Monaco.
Yeah.
So we're all like near the equator.
Yeah.
I said Chattanooga.
Oh, boo.
All right. The Chattanooga Choo Choo.
You have to go to Gulf Shores for
No,
that.
I actually, I actually honeymooned at Chattanooga.
I'm
Awkward.
so sorry.
So
All right. So, so we talked about what 4 or 5 ideas we have coming up that are not podcasty stuff. It doesn't even scratch the surface of stuff we have planned. Like there's a good 20 bullet points of different ideas that we want to get into to make stuff for this channel, and just a little tease of the big one we're working on. So, like, I don't know. I kind of in my head, we're gonna do like some lower end production stuff, like little mini series,
right.
Thrown together. Yeah.
and like once every quarter, maybe we'll do like the big production values thing, the standalone one-off thing. The one we have coming up first, it's going to involve a certified physical instructor. It's going to involve the outdoors.
What
It's
does it
going-
take to be a certified physical instructor? Is it like a quiz?
I don't know.
I was
Do you
there's
just-
like a few quizzes you
I
have to
don't
take.
know. It's
Oh,
going to
okay.
involve me.
Because like I'm an ordained minister because of the internet, but there wasn't even a quiz. So like, is it harder to be a physical instructor?
It's going to involve me learning to move my body in ways I've never moved it before. Yeah.
So interpretive dance.
Yes.
Ballet.
Yes.
Okay.
So
First off, write that down.
Interpretive dance.
Ballet is pretty nerdy.
Or
and,
like
and one more, since
Or
obviously
point.
Britt is here and has a bunch of nerdy knowledge that we do not have. She will also be doing some cosplay things. on her
Yas,
channel.
queen.
So, bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
Across all aspects of nerddom. So, lots of cool stuff happening, right?
nerding hand.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Right?
Fantastic.
we're so excited.
I
No.
can tell when Corey's getting excited because he grabs his mic boom. He's like, "Arrgh,"
I keep looking at my
things-
camera and it's like, it's in my face. And I just,
That's where you told me to do it.
Yeah, right. Put it in your face.
eat your microphone. Just
I feel like
boom right between the eyes.
oh, that's why it's called a boom mic. I get it.
Ah.
I get it. I get it now. That makes sense.
so,
Oh, come on. Come on. That was better than that.
I didn't play the suck one.
anything we haven't talked about yet?
I mean, there's lots of things we haven't talked about.
Mhm. Of the GDP
And-
of the nation.
It's
And now for something really serious.
spoiler alert. It's down.
Did y'all see? However, Taylor Swift, like her concerts, have actually contributed to. I feel like I talked about this
on
already.
last episode.
Sorry, my bad.
No, say it again though.
Her concerts contributed to the national GDP.
And apparently it causes earthquakes too.
Yeah. Her fans were so loud it actually registered as an earthquake.
I need to calm down. It's late.
No.
She writes a mean hook, but that's it.
Wow.
So
That's what it is.
to all of our Swiftie fans out there,
We mean it.
am I going to have to separate you two?
Probably.
Just all right. Everybody move down this way. I'm going to go.
There's nowhere. If I sit next to him, it's bad. If I sit next to him, it's bad. Like there's nowhere.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll put you on the end next to me. How's that?
This is probably
That's probably safest. I think.
Yeah.
Nick can only be remote from now on.
Nick in the box.
So, any final thoughts as we wrap up this Nerd-rospective of the Eat Sleep Nerd YouTube channel?
I just want to say thanks to everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in a month. I think this is going to look very different than
Yeah.
it does right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for starters, I know I'm getting old because a month does not feel like a long time.
No.
A month used to feel like ages away.
Like tomorrow might be September.
Yeah.
Oh God, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that so bad.
And so no. So thank you to everyone who's stuck around this long. Thank you for the 3 of you who've shared.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm calling out the rest of you. Share. But no, stick around. It's going to be a lot more fun. We're going to put some action into this
That's
store.
a good word. Yeah, we're finally putting action.
There's going to be things that we do.
Multicam. Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be doing a lot more things that involve all of us,
Multicam.
but also you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a
Don't you
tease.
feel
Yeah, I like that.
So
I like that. That's nice.
let's come back and see what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Leave some comments.
Because Eat Sleep Nerd is brought to you by viewers like you.
My nerds.
The more you know.
The more
More you nerd.
G.I. Joe.
You nerd. That's
More you. There we go.
Sure.
More you nerd.
Where's
I like
the
that.
shirt template?
a swag store is actually coming.
Yeah.
We
We have so many good ideas.
we actually had it set up, and then I don't know, Christmas happened or something.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Which feels like a good excuse until you remember it's July.
Well, as you all know, life gets in the way of everything,
Life
and
finds a way.
like
And we're still
all
very
right,
much in the point
life,
where this is a
life
hobby.
finds a way. I just
Before you leave this video, don't forget, we still have one more episode of our Star Trek Strange New World Season 2 reaction videos coming out this week, August 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. August 11th, our final video to wrap up Season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Friday.
It's going to be a big one. It's been kept top secret, but it's probably going to involve the Gorn.
It's the Gorn.
right.
So,
It's the Gorn.
Sigourney.
for all of our Star
Stop.
Trek viewers that have been checking out our videos, thank you very much. We have one more. Make sure you engage with it. Leave some comments, leave some likes, leave some subscribe.
Subscribes. Ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
Ring the
yes.
bell. Yes. Share us to some groups. Share us to like some Facebook groups, or things that we may not have thought about sharing it to. Like if you're part of a group that's like nerdy, share it in the group. Let people know about it there. Yeah. Most Def, yes.
Yes.
That was an actor.
Someone tag
Yes.
Most Def.
Yes, in Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yes.
I don't know where he's at.
He hasn't done anything in a while.
Yeah.
Dang, he,
And he played Ford Perfect, and then that was it, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't he also a musician?
He was a
Yeah, I
musician.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
He was a rapist.
He's a rapper.
Rapper. Stop. We'll just rapper.
Speaking of wrapping things up, let's end
Nice
this
segue.
show. Thank you for coming out and checking out our channel, Eat Sleep Nerd. If you're listening on our podcast, I don't know what I'm saying. If you're listening on our podcast,
You could see the panic in your eyes.
No, before we do this, before we close this out, I have to do this with all you all.
oh my god.
Phenomena.
All right. No. No.
No.
Don't.
Phenomena.
Through the whole thing.
Phenomena.
God, you're such a tuba player.
Thank you.
So,
Please end the episode.
Jason,
Yes,
we haven't mentioned this yet. Hey, you're here in person.
I am.
You came down to visit us.
I did.
It's been nice to see you, buddy.
It's been nice to be here.
What are 3 things that nerds should be doing before they come check out all of our new content?
before they do all that,
Yes.
and after they've shared, and after they've subscribed, and after they hit the bell, you mean after all that?
After all that.
Yes.
Right.
At the
Well, then
same
they
time.
should always eat, sleep, and nerd.
Take it easy, people.